Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? So let's get back to Iraq. So we know Al-Qadimi's here at the United Nations, and he almost appears to be politicking, or campaigning is more like it. Al-Qadimi has taken the time to meet privately with a few leaders of different Arab nations who have guaranteed Al-Qadimi of their support. So this is good for him. I'm not sure what that's going to do as far as whether or not it guarantees him to continue as a prime minister, although I think he should. There appears to still be a deadlock within the government, but they're claiming there's dialogue, and who knows, maybe we'll get somewhere. Before we get started though, hit the thumbs up button. If you are not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I certainly do appreciate it. If you're thinking about buying gold and silver, now is the time to buy the shine. Go to our friends over there at Money Metals Exchange. The link is down below in the description. If you are a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and you will get a free half ounce of silver. So as I was stating, Al-Qadimi has been meeting with different leaders in different areas of the Arab nations and talking over the latest and the greatest of what's happening in politics in Iraq, of course. Al-Qadimi met in New York the Secretary General of the League of Arab States on the sidelines of the participation in a meeting of the United Nations General Assembly. Al-Qadimi, I believe, is set to do his speech tomorrow. I might be wrong, but he is going to address the nation. But during this meeting, Al-Qadimi reviewed the efforts made by the Iraqi government to adopt a meaningful national dialogue between the political forces, which paves the way for a way out of current political crisis, helps maintain civil peace, and consolidate stability in Iraq, noting Iraq's serious desire to build the best relations with brotherly Arab countries, as well as support the crucial Arab issues, foremost which is the Palestinian cause, stressing the importance of the upcoming Arab summit in Algeria to find a solution to Arab and regional issues. So this is one of the reasons why I like the idea of Al-Qadimi continuing. He seems to have a pretty good relationship with just about everybody, one way or another, outside, of course, Maliki. But even then, he's managing to talk with Maliki in meetings and try to get things accomplished. I think he should continue as a prime minister, but I am not the one in charge over there. The Iranian president assures Al-Qadimi of his support for the formation of a stable Iraqi government. So Al-Qadimi has met with the president of the Islamic Republic of Iran while they were here in the United Nations. It was reported that the two parties discussed bilateral relations between the two countries and ways to enhance them, and discussed the most prominent regional issues of common concern. The meeting touched on Iraq's prominent role in achieving regional security and stability by resolving disputes between countries based on a policy of dialogue and calm and convergence of views in order to achieve peaceful solutions in the region. The two sides, of course, stressed the importance of continuing bilateral cooperation between the two neighboring countries in various fields, especially economic, security, culture, and energy, and high coordination to confront climate changes and expedite work on the agreement concluded between the two countries on addressing climate challenges that the whole world is witnessing. So there's something about all these meetings they're having on climate change. I can't help but feel that's not what they're meeting about. It has more to do with the infrastructure needed for them to push the agenda of the World Economic Forum's Great Reset is more about what they're meeting over. So as a member of the Democratic Party, a swap of positions between the sovereign and the National Union. Now, don't forget, we have the tripartite meeting coming up. And again, the media is pushing that Al-Sandin is going to be the candidate for prime minister, and that they got Sadr's approval, which we've not heard anything from Sadr on that. The last I heard, he was against it, although the media is trying to tell us different. Krim said for the news that the view of the Democrats, the Kurds, and sovereignty is fixed with the approval of the Sadr's movement, with the framework on the name of the candidate to lead the next government, and the visit of the tripartite delegation to Al-Hana is an important glimmer of hope, and there are many subsequent steps, but everyone must make mature political concessions to resolve the crisis. He added that the people want to approve the budget, projects, and services and the government, everyone agreed that it should have absolute power and for a specific period of time to satisfy the Soros movement, the street Al-Qadimi caretaker government. No, look at again, I just find this hard to believe. So that's one of the things that was discussed. If they're going to go ahead and vote in a government for a short period of time before the next elections, while the coordinated framework wants full power instead of having the caretaker power, I don't think Soros is going to go for that. I think if they have full power, then whatever agreement they have between them prior to them taking control of the government will just be ignored or squashed. But I do agree on the part that the budget needs approved because there's projects and services and other things that could be worked on at this moment that will help put Iraqi people back to work, especially the youth right now who is protesting big time. So again, right now, it's just all talk, talk, talk. I just find it hard to believe that they're going to be able to come up with any agreement. The coordinated framework trying to be sneaky about their approach in taking control of the government, I don't think anybody's falling for it. Agreeing with people that you'll have an early election that takes place, a year or a year and a half from now is not exactly early elections. And the fact that you want full power of the government is something I'd be concerned about. So like I was saying, there's not a whole lot going on at the moment over there. I mean, I think Al-Qadimi is jockeying for support. And the people that he's talking to definitely have the type of influence necessary to get into the ears of people like the coordinated framework. Will it work? I don't know. And the news keeps reporting that Sauder is agreeing with some of the things that the coordinated framework wants. I find that hard to believe. But we'll see. They will have a meeting over this next week, and we will see where things stand as soon as it's done. But anyways, that's it for now. Just keep your fingers crossed. Hopefully things get squashed and we can move forward. Remember to go ahead and leave a comment down below, and I'll get back at you later. That's it for now. I'm out.